Now coming to the next reason, yes, heavy pressure on population. Population has been rising at a very rapid pace. This rise is mainly due to a rapid fall in the death rate in our country. Why has the death rate fallen? Because of the advent of the medical facilities in our country over the years. So growth rate of population was 1% in 41-51 and 2.1% in 91-2001. In terms of its size, India's population was 84.63 in 91 and 121 crores in 2011, and now it is almost around 135 crores. So such a huge population, GDP growth is so less. You can imagine, yes, the pressure of population on our land, where the area of our country is hardly around 2% of the whole world's area. On such a small area, almost around 16 to 17% of the world's population is living. So the poverty is very obvious. Then coming to inflationary spiral, owing to the GDP growth, which is very low, and there is a high rate of population. Yes, so in the countries like India, we are vulnerable to inflationary spiral. GDP growth is less, population growth is more. So you can imagine the reason behind the prices of the commodities increasing. It means a situation of persistent rise in the prices. Demand is it is going on increasing because of the increase in the population, but opportunities of employment and thereby the GDP growth, they are not increasing. So what happens when the demand is more and the supply is not more? Because GDP growth is less, the prices of the commodities will increase. That is what is happening in our country. The next reason is chronic unemployment and underemployment. Everyone knows this is such a persistent problem in our country. India is a country sustaining chronic unemployment and underemployment. Poverty is a reflection of unemployment. Why? If people are employed, they will not be poor. That is the reason when we talk about the poverty alleviation programs, they are the same as the employment generation programs. Yes, if a person is employed, he will not be poor. So in 2011-12, the number of unemployed persons in India was around 2.45 crore, which has increased to 4.35 crore up to March 2016. The latest data we don't have. Then capital deficiency. The capital is what? Capital stock is anything which is helping in the production, increasing the production capacity in the country, like the buildings and the machinery, the equipment, which will increase the production or the productive capacity of the country. Here we are lagging behind. As a result, the employment opportunities to the people are less of industries, less of capital goods industries, less of industries as such. Thereby the employment opportunities are very, very less. So the people in our country are forced to depend on agriculture, yes, which is not a sufficient means of providing livelihood to the people. Then lack of able and efficient entrepreneurs. This is another reason. GDP growth in our country is very low because we don't have skilled entrepreneurs, we don't have efficient entrepreneurs in our country. Yes, entrepreneurial skill is very, very low. The production activity has failed to gather a momentum, implying that we have failed to tackle poverty. Outdated social institutions. The social structure of our country is such, the caste system, if we talk about the outdated traditions, if we talk about and the joint families, they will not let the people to move out of the place where they are residing, yes, because they don't want people to go away in search of good employment opportunities. So thereby this is another major reason why there is poverty in our country. Then the lack of infrastructure. Energy, infrastructure, I hope everybody knows. Energy, transport, communication, all these will enhance the productive capacity of the country. So here we lag behind. We don't have enough of either energy, that is power sector is lagging. Transportation also we lag behind many a times. Communication facilities are not ample for such a large country. Thereby, even if we talk about the social infrastructure like education, health, housing services, here also we lag behind. So all these together contribute to the slow pace of growth, yes, and persistent poverty in our country.